Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. I'm Quanecia Fraser, and this is Texan Weekly. In campus news, former student Renee Warner shared her story about getting an inappropriate text from her own professor, Dr. Michael Landis. Warner says she reported the behavior to both Title IX and Employee Services, but the professor's status as an employee isn't so clear.
I wasn't scared of him. I was just really uncomfortable around him. I was uncomfortable with the thought of my professor coming on to me, and I still have to go to class and face him.
This former student is now speaking up after accusing a Tarleton professor of inappropriate behavior. I spoke to Renee Warner via Google Hangouts. Renee is known for leading the 2016 Black Lives Matter protest at Tarleton. She said her trust was taken advantage of by Dr. Michael Landis. In March last year, Landis texted her this.
I want to get together for dinner, drinks, and movies. My wife will be away, so it'll just be me and the dogs. #lonely.
Texan TV chose to redact a portion of the text since it included personal information. Landis is also known for activism. He's a member of Historians Against Slavery, and he was featured in a previous story from Texan TV about his dispute with the Sons of Confederate Veterans commander.
I love that about him, that he was, very strong in his beliefs. But never have I ever been attracted to him.
Warner told me she filed a report with both Title IX and Employee Services in June last year. This right here is a copy of the 2017 Title IX reports. The highlighted report is from June 19th and accuses an employee of sexual harassment. Warner says that this report is hers. But the whereabouts of the accused professor seem to be a mystery. Now, from what we know, Dr. Landis hasn't been seen on campus all semester. He's not listed as a professor for the spring 2018 or fall 2018 semesters. But I'm standing right here at his office door, and you can see that all his pictures are still on his office door, and even his name is still right next to his door. I also tried to get the professor's side of the story through phone, email, and eventually knocking on his door. No answer. He responded with an email writing, "I am eager to speak with you and answer all your questions. However, I am not permitted to do so at this time. I requested an interview with his department head, dean, and university provost, but they all declined." At Tarleton State University, I'm Quanecia Fraser, Texan TV News. In local news, primary midterm election results are in for Erath County. With over 50% of the vote, Sheriff Matt Coates was reelected. Coates took over as interim sheriff in 2016 after former Sheriff Tommy Bryant committed suicide. He told the Empire Tribune that his department will focus on school safety. In state news, the primary election results are in. Democrat Beto O'Rourke and Republican Ted Cruz received the majority of votes for U.S. Senate. Current Governor Greg Abbott won the Republican primary for governor. The Texas Tribune reported that former Dallas County Sheriff Lupe Valdez and Andrew White are headed to the runoff for the Democratic gubernatorial primary. And in breaking news, NBC reports that a veteran's home in California is under lockdown after a reported hostage situation. There were also reports of shots being fired. Authorities are at the scene. Now for international and entertainment news from the Associated Press. In international news, President Trump plans to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in May to talk about nuclear disarmament. The two leaders have previously gone back and forth with insults like senile dotard and little rocket man. Meeting with each other does mean the two would be in the same room, possibly in North Korea's capital of Pyongyang. And in entertainment news, there were no charges filed against the agent accused of groping actor Terry Crews. Crews went public about his encounter with the agent in the midst of the Me Too movement. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office said that the agent, Adam Bennett, groped Crews twice, but because there was no skin-to-skin contact or restraint, the actor's allegations against Bennett were not a felony. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's show. Again, I'm Quanecia Fraser. Be sure to join me next week for more of your weekly news.